Thursday, time for some more chocolate. This week I'm going to talk about a relatively new chocolate maker out of Texas, Madhu. Whoop, backwards. Madhu Chocolate. They were founded in 2018 by two partners, Elliot Curelop and Harshit Gupta. Elliot went to the University of Hawaii at Manoa. He got a BS in food science. He was there from 2008 to 2013. I'm wondering if he was there the same time as Dylan Butterbaugh, if they knew each other. I don't know. Anyway, he got his bachelor's and he was working as a product developer in the beverage industry. Harshit he grew up in Mumbai, India. He has got a bachelor's degree in India. He competed on robotics teams. They moved to the United States, and he moved to the United States in 2008. He went to the University of Florida and got a computer engineering master's, and he was a software engineer. In 2016, they moved from Seattle, which I'm sure influenced them in chocolate because Seattle is like craft chocolate central. They moved from Seattle to Austin, Texas in 2016. What really inspired them to go into a chocolate business was when Elliot traveled with Harshit to India, and he started tasting all the Indian desserts with the wonderful spices and flavors in them. And the spice mixes in the Indian desserts just really fascinated Elliot. And when they got back to the US, they wanted to do something to present those flavors in the Indian desserts to the US consumer market, and they decided that chocolate would be the best way to do that. So before they registered as a business in 2018, they started tinkering around with chocolate. Elliot likes the how it's made kind of thing. He likes to know how things are done. And they so in their bars, they only use Tumaco Colombian chocolate. But how did they choose that? So they actually had a tasting panel of friends come in, and they sampled different kinds of chocolate, and the Tumaco won. So they didn't just want to do single origin 70%, single origin 80%, single origin. They wanted to not take the chocolate out of the experience, but put the spice into the experience. So they've made all these lovely bars. So the bars that I have from them, when I ordered, they were out of orange clove, which is one of their most popular bars. So I don't have that one, but I do have this 78% lemon coriander, 45% saffron milk, and 60% cardamom. So those are some flavors that North Americans might not be that used to. The whole business was inspired by Harshit's mom, who they say is a great cook. She has inventive recipes and the most amazing chai. The business is actually named after her, Madhu. Madhu means sweet or honey. So that's their mottos is be Madhu to each other. So that's where that comes from. I don't think I have anything else to tell you. So let's flip it around and let's try some chocolate together. I'm excited to try these. Not sure which one. I may be opening more than one. So let's flip the camera around. Okay. So like I said, I have these three bars. The beautiful packaging is inspired by Indian textiles. So pretty. Let's see what else I want to tell you. When it's just the two employees, I think they may have recently hired someone to work at their farmers markets, but mostly just the two guys working. They started working out of a few repurposed rooms in a brewery in the north end of Austin. They were making about 40 bars a day in 2018. Started selling in farmers markets, making chocolate under cottage food laws, and they realized they needed to scale up. They needed to get a commercial space. So now it takes them the same amount of time to make 300 bars as it did to make 40 way back when they were starting. They still hand wrap everything. They say while they're watching Netflix. So, all right. I don't know what to open. I might open them all. I really like cardamom and dark chocolate. Saffron is not a flavor you get in North American foods a lot, so I feel like that would be a hard flavor for many North Americans to identify their own. And this just sounds interesting to me. So let's open the saffron milk. All right. So we've got Madhu Chocolate, saffron milk, 45% cacao. Let's see what we have on the back here. Bean to bar maker, inspired by Indian cuisine. They source from Tumaco, Colombia. Let's see. Here's the ingredients. Milk chocolate, cacao, organic cane sugar, cocoa butter, whole milk, soft solids, and saffron. So this is a gluten-free bar, but obviously it has milk. And an expiry date. All right, let's open it up. It's got a beautiful rosy hue to it. I don't know if that pinky kind of color is coming up. It looks nice. It smells nice. It's a good smell. This is a milk, so it's not going to have a giant snap. So let's see if we can hear a snap. Not bad. It's pretty good for a milk bar. It still has a good snap. It's got a shine to it, so it's been nicely tempered. You can see that it's not, no bloom there, so it looks good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just going to warm up the cocoa butter a little with my thumb to release some of the volatile compounds and see what I can smell and then see what I can taste. So I am a fan of this bar. It's got an aroma of almost floral, sweet, saffrony, spicy. You know what it reminds me of? Bars that have a tonka bean in it. Kind of that same thing. And when I taste it, it has this really nice, mild spiciness that's just hard to nail down other than saying saffron. A little bit sweet. This is not an overly sweet milk bar. It's really nice. The chocolate is really nice. That's a really nice, well-balanced bar as far as the inclusion and the chocolate. Okay, I'm going to try the lemon coriander too. Because why not? Let's see the ingredients on this one. Dark chocolate, cacao, organic cane sugar, cocoa butter, dried lemon peel, coriander, and lemon oil. So this one is vegan and gluten-free because it's got no milk. So let's try. Ooh, this one's got a good snap. Let's listen. That one has a nice snap to it. It's nice and shiny, well-tempered bar. No obvious problems. Looks really good. As far as tempering goes, let's warm it up and get a smell. So for this one, oh, so delightful. I get almost coriander is a really good match for lemon because they have some of the same chemical compounds in them, the terpenes of linalool and pinene. So I kind of get that citrusy, pine needle, warm, spicy, lemony when I smell it, even almost orange. When I taste it, the lemon is very subtle. It's not overpowering and works really well with the coriander. These guys have done a really good job of balancing their flavors. You get the dark chocolate coming through underneath the undertone all the way through. The lemon I get more in the nose, and the coriander I taste in the bar. It has a little bit of a grassy lemon flavor to it. Really nice, and a nice lemon finish. I'm enjoying these bars. I'm not going to open this one because I already know that I love cardamom and dark, and I'm sure from the 2 bars that I've already sampled today that I am going to like that one as well. So I'm going to flip the camera around and finish up. So those are really tasty. With only being 2 years old, I'm so impressed with how these guys have been able to balance their flavors in the chocolate. They've done a really good job of balancing the inclusions with the chocolate and the other flavors in the bar. They've recently expanded their line a little bit. I know they've got some flavored hot chocolate that just came out. I can't remember the flavors, but I know I saw them on the Instagram. And they also have chai or tea, chai means tea, that you can get as well. So I'm excited to see when these guys expand. I'm excited to see if they keep going and they create their own mold, because I expect it to be as beautiful as the rest of their bars and confections. So these are guys to definitely taste and definitely watch in the next coming years. That's it for Madhu. Be Madhu to one another, and join me next week as we talk about another chocolate maker in our journey to taste chocolate together. Thanks so much for joining me.